Alrighty, Roo. So hopefully we are live. This is actually being recorded live, which is not something I do all that often, as far as especially like vloggity type stuff or face cam type stuff. But I figured I should sort of talk about E3 and kind of how that went. And on top of that, just give you guys a little bit of an update, plus get to interact with you guys. So we'll do a Q&A towards the latter half of this entire thing. Right now, I'm just going to kind of run through, as you can see on, I guess, wait, where is it? It's there. There we go. As you can see right there, we have E3. So we'll talk about that first. Then we'll move on to some game talk because I need to talk about some of the games that I'm going to be playing in the next little while. Schedule changes, then some other news update type stuff. And then last but certainly not least, we're going to do a Q&A. So you guys will have some time to ask me some questions. So do not be worried. To those of you who are tuning in right now, thank you so very much for being here. You guys are awesome. And I hope you guys are fantastic night. So first and foremost, E3, how was that? Was that an awesome experience? Yes, it was. It was really a whole bunch of fun. I enjoyed it immensely. I really want to thank everyone who I met, like literally everyone, which is amazing because when I was traveling to E3, a lot of people were telling me, or when I was going to LA, I guess, in general, people would tell me, oh, dude, people there are rude and mean and blah, 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 blah. But I did not have any of those types of experiences. Maybe, I don't know, because I was in a very secluded uh, group of people, but I really did not have any bad experiences. Like everyone who I met was awesome and very, very, very cool. Some special shout outs here right off the bat. Everyone at TT Games, just as cool as they are online, they are absolutely 10 times as nice and as cool and humble in person. So that's really cool. I met everyone from Warner Brothers who was working on the production, was really, really nice as well. The folks from Machinima, all fantastic, just really a pleasure to talk to and just really cool folks. Then I met a few YouTubers as well. I met Jay Shockblast, I think. Then I met 8-Bit Theater, I think was the name of the guy. Maybe it was just Bit Theater. Oh, maybe I messed that up. I should have probably looked it up again, but I apologize if I did mess it up. Then I met the host of the entire stream for WB, which was Katie. She was really nice and very cool as well. Who else? I'm trying to remember. I met a few other folks. I mean, I obviously met up with Zach for just a little bit. We talked. That was fun. I'm talking about, I guess, new people who I met. Oh, wow. Why am I blanking? Now I'm blanking. Of course, that had to happen, but that's what happens when you do this kind of thing live. Nevertheless, everyone else who I took pictures with, said hello to, talked to, thank you for making the experience awesome. And as far as the streams themselves, so if you didn't know, I was on the streams for WB for Lego Marvel Superheroes and Lego Worlds, which was a bunch of fun. I really did enjoy my time. The first day, at first I was like a little nervous, but then there were some other circumstances that doesn't matter. I don't like to make excuses. Fact is, I was given an opportunity and I don't think I delivered as much as I would have personally wanted to. But it's also kind of like my first time ever doing that type of thing. That's an excuse already. So let's just stop that. Fact is, I should have done a better job there. So from there, we moved on to the second day, which I enjoyed a lot. That was really, 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 really quite a bit of fun. And I just absolutely had a blast during that process. That was just from top to bottom. I was like, I'm just going to go out there and just be me, and that's it. And just enjoy that for what it is. So that was really, really, really cool. And I think that was it for the stream side of things. Now, from there, moving on to the rest of E3 as a whole, I had been to a couple of conventions before, but nothing like E3 as far as gaming is concerned, because this blew out like packs out of the water as far as just the sheer amount of creativity and cool ideas as far as the displays are concerned that companies put together. It was ridiculous, just really cool and fun stuff. So I really, really, really enjoyed that immensely. Played a bunch of games. I played Mario Odyssey, which was ridiculously cool. I wish I could have captured it, but I didn't have the equipment to do so. But that was amazing. Like, so stoked for that. Cannot wait for October 27th, right? I played Destiny 2. I played Call of Duty World War II. I played Crash Bandicoot. I played. What else did I play? Wolfenstein. I played. I mean, a bunch of games. I played a ton of titles, like way more than I even thought I would, and just had a blast with all of that. So from there, I'll do some more question answer type thing. I'm trying to get to the Q&A as fast as possible. So games wise, while I was gone, this arrived from WB, so I'm going to start recording this right after this stream. So I'm going to finally start playing Cars 3, so that should be fun. And then I did purchase Arms, so I will be playing this as well. So this should be pretty awesome. Looking forward to playing that. Oh, look at that, Mr. Unlimited Magic coming through with that super chat. Dude, you didn't have to, but thanks. There we go. Bada beam, bada boom, sir. Very nice. So, first super chat of the night goes to Unlimited Magic. But I'll be playing this as well, so be on the lookout for that on the channel. Finally, the most important thing is I took this sucker with me to LA, and this is the Nintendo Switch, and I took it along. Is this even in here still? I don't think so. Nope, that's Mario Kart. Zelda, I took Zelda with me and finally caught up and actually got a little bit ahead of where I was before. So essentially what I'm trying to say is that you should expect Zelda to come back this week officially and Pirates of the Caribbean to come back this week. So that's kind of the lineup of actual games, like in terms of new games that will be starting and some stuff that is going to be coming back. So there you go. And on top of that, we will move on to the schedule side of things and discuss that. So typically speaking, the schedule that I stick to is I upload 4 videos per day on this channel, and then there's 1 video on Fanboy Potion. And the way that it works is what I want to stick to starting tomorrow is there's going to be a video at 8 a.m. Eastern, 12 a.m. Pacific, right? So whatever other time zones, you guys figure that out. I guess we'll just go with Eastern just to keep it all simple. So 8 a.m. Eastern, then it will be 12 p.m., then 4 p.m., and then 8 p.m. So essentially, starting at 8 in the morning Eastern, with 4 hours, every 4 hours you'll get another video. So that's the schedule that I really want to stick to, and I will do my best to stick to it no matter what. So expect that to be the current schedule. Now, from there, I also wanted to discuss some news type stuff. I will be going ahead and doing more Blitz news type videos and stuff like that. Those will usually probably not count to the 4 videos that I will do. So I will do my best to go on ahead and have 4 videos. And if there's Blitz news, they will be in addition to the existing videos, just so that it doesn't feel like I am taking away a series, let's say, just to have a Blitz News video out. So I think that will be a bit more fair. So that's what I'm going to go with as far as all that is concerned. Whew. Okay, final thing. And that is about Blitz Toys and Blitz Watch. So if you don't know, I have 4 channels in total. I have the Blitzwinger channel, I have the Fanboy Potion channel. Blitzwinger is the main channel. Fanboy Potion channel is the channel where I play the mature games. So if I have some sort of game like Injustice, which is rated T for teen or above, or if you want to see me play, let's say I'm going to start playing Horizon soon. So if you want to see me play that game, you want to be subscribed to the Fanboy Potion channel. Then on top of that, I had 2 other channels, which is Blitz Watch and Blitz Toys. So for Blitz Toys, what I'm going to do is right now, I'm not putting it on a hiatus. I just don't want to force myself to record anything like where I'm like feeling obligated or going out and sometimes even buying something like a figure or something just so I could review something. I really don't want to do that anymore. I want to only, like, if there's something really cool that I love, I'll pick up and then make a video for it. So that's where that channel will stand for the time being. But the Blitz Watch channel is something that I was and am still super duper stoked about. The problem is I realistically cannot dedicate enough time to Overwatch to be good enough to where I don't feel bad about how I'm playing, if that makes any sense. So let me try to rephrase that a little bit and kind of decompress the entire statement there. Essentially, from what I saw, a lot of people were saying, even on the Blitzwatch channel, like, hey, you are posting, or your videos are starting to feel similar, where because my gameplay quality wasn't getting better and better and better, A lot of people were, you can't hear me? Yes, you can. How dare you? Type 1 in the chat if you can't hear me. If you can't hear me. So we'll do that test. But in the meantime, I shall discuss the fact that a lot of people were starting to say that. And because of that, I was like feeling like, okay, they're right. I really need to get better at the game. But the problem is, as I started putting a lot more time into the game, what happened was I started not being able to record as much stuff for Blitzwinger, not being able to record as much stuff for all the other channels. And that's not okay. I can't just be playing all day long Overwatch, practicing to record one video for Blitzwatch. So that's frustrating. I still play Overwatch almost daily because I enjoy the game. I just can't be good enough, in my opinion, unfortunately, to carry a channel for it, which is my mistake. But I also feel like it was cool to try it out. I helped a buddy out, you know, to pay him to edit the videos and everything for a few months. So we tried it out, we gave it a go, and it's just sometimes, I guess, some experiments are failures and you learn from them. I certainly did learn a lot, and that was really cool. But in the meantime, I also did and always have had a channel that I've wanted to do. And I feel like that's what I'm going to do with Blitzwatch, is I'm simply going to rebrand it as something different, which you will hopefully see unfold on my birthday on August 7th. So I want to do that as like a special thing when on my birthday it will start, and then we will, I guess, celebrate that channel's birthday on the same day as mine. So that will be cool. So be on the lookout. If you're interested in podcasting, if you're interested in like geeky conversations about superheroes and stuff, that type of stuff, you will want to be on the lookout for that channel. So that's it. Ran through all of those, the E3 games that is coming up to the channel, schedule adjustments, and news. Now it's time for Overwatch. No, it's not. I read Overwatch and I literally said Overwatch. What a buffoon. It's time for Q&A. So here we go. Guys, now you get to... Are you serious right now? Ice Boy, I literally just spoke... Well, maybe you just tuned in, to be fair. I literally just spoke of the fact that I got this from WB to check out, so there you go. And I bought this as well, so I'm excited about that, because, I don't know, Nintendo is, like, weird about sending games. Sometimes they don't send stuff, sometimes they send stuff. To me, I always say, like, I am super grateful for getting games. It is an awesome privilege whenever I get a game for free. I love that. But I also say always, the only big benefit that I look to whenever getting a game is if I can get it like a day or two early, so I could start making the videos prior to the game coming out. I don't upload them prior, but I try to record them before. So there you go. All right. So, with that in mind, let's go on ahead and answer some questions. So you guys fire away some Q's. I will fire back some A's so that we have a question and answer session going. So there we go. Let me move this over here because I think this will be a bit more comfortable for me to be able to answer stuff on this side. And there we go. All right, excelente. So, do I have a single? No, I do not. I am not cool enough, clearly, to have a single. What, is this screen like way brighter? I just realized like that. Wow, that makes a huge difference. Ooh, okay. I guess I'll keep the chat on this side. All right, so let me pick out a few questions. The questions are going really fast. Are you watching Money in the Bank? Is that today? I honestly, as bad as I feel to say this, but I have not followed wrestling in like a couple months now. I don't know. I'm just going through that phase, I guess, where it's like it's not really, not that it's not appealing to me, but yeah, I guess it's not. Yeah, that would make sense. Is that it's just simply not really made for me. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why. It's just not the product that I look forward to. So for now, I have not watched it. So my apologies. Did I pick a winner for the holy moly, I cannot talk. Mini Mate giveaway? I have not yet, but you guys have done a great job with your submissions and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and probably tomorrow. I mean, I just got back yesterday really late night from LA. So that's why I barely had any time to record even stuff today. I literally got back, fell asleep, and then slept finally a good amount of hours because in LA, because of the time difference, I was like constantly waking up at night and like waking up either too early or going to bed too. It was just a mess. So because of that, I'm just now getting back into the like schedule and back into the swing of things. But I will take a look at some of the submissions. So yeah, people did a pretty good job for the most part with their submissions for the giveaway, but some people did not like actually listen, which is very, very, very frustrating because I said you will have to have either an Instagram or Twitter so that you can confirm that you won. Because the problem is that a bunch of times now is that there's like controversy of like, oh, is the giveaway actually real? Because then you send the thing and I don't bother to like write down everyone's names and everything. So the only time I think maybe 2 times I think people like actually tweeted me after they won the prize was when I gave away a Nintendo 3DS, and then the other one I think might have been when I gave away T-shirts. So that was probably um, the 2 times, so to speak, that ever happened. So that was the problem. If you did submit a question or submitted to be in the giveaway for the Minimates, go back and make sure that you also left your Instagram or your Twitter account so that I could contact you through those and say, hey, what's your address? Where do you want me to send this collection of Minimates to? And then it would be on the merry way. So there you go. Now, do you have merch? I do have merch, and that's actually a fun little statement here. So what I'll do, guys, what I'll do is I will go on ahead and I will show you guys the brand new t-shirt design that's coming later, not this month, but next month. So you guys want to see that? Everybody, type 1 in the chat. And by the way, if you want to buy stuff as far as like t-shirts, like Blitzwinger shirts, I am actually really proud of all the designs that we have right now up there. I had some really cool, talented folks work on the design. So if you go to blitzwinger.spreadshirt.com or .spreadshirt.ca, wherever you are, depending on what part of the world you're in, you can go there and you can get, there is 2 main designs right now. There is the swoosh or the whoosh design, which is essentially, it's like a BW. I wish I was wearing the shirt, but BW and then Blitzbot like kind of chasing past it. And then the other one is the huge like Blitzwinger insignia right in the center. So that looks really cool. And then we have another one that's the same insignia, but just kind of over your heart area, like up here. So that's another cool one. So there you go. But if you guys want to see the new design, as I said before, type 1, which it seems like you guys have been doing as it is. So let me go on ahead and I will put this for just a second at 0. There we go. Now, there we are. Okay, so I have the image ready to rock, and I will show you guys that in just one moment. Let me just answer a couple more questions. We'll probably go on for about 5 more minutes or so. So if you guys have any other questions that you are interested in right now, let me know, and I will answer that. What happened to the beard? I shaved it off, so there you go. It was funny. People were telling me like, without the beard, I look way, 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 way younger. But with the beard, I look like proper, like older. So it's pretty crazy. Blitz, where is Lego City Undercover LBA episodes? It will be back this week as well. So I know I should have probably talked about that. It's not going to be daily just because it won't fit into the schedule. Because what I want to do is I want to do 1 episode of Cars, 1 episode of Arms, 1 episode of Pirates. 2 episodes of Pirates until the series is over, which there is not really all that much left as far as levels are concerned. So that will be kind of the daily schedule. And then within that, I will start reintroducing back Zelda, and I will start reintroducing back Lego Brick Adventures for Lego City on the cover. You love my hat. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. You look great, Blitz. Well, thanks, Jason GM King. I do appreciate you saying such a thing. What game are you most excited to play this year? Probably Mario Odyssey, just because that was ridiculous. Call of Duty actually blew my mind, like how good that game felt. And I don't know what they like. Either they had really expensive and great headphones over there. Like, I don't know. I think I have pretty good headphones. I don't know what these are called again. I'm not very good with remembering all the names. Oh, Sennheiser. Like, these were pretty good headphones. I think they were like $180 or so. So these are pretty good headphones, and I don't know what it was when I put on those headphones. Oh, Jeremiah coming through with that super chat. I'll read your comment in just 1 second, so do not be concerned. But I put these headphones on, and it was like ridiculous. The sound, it's like every time you use a shotgun, it's just like whoof, like it felt like you were actually like getting hit. It was incredible, really, really well done. But it's if I had to pick one game, it's probably Mario Odyssey because it was just so much fun. It just has that like when you play it, it's got so much charm and so much personality in there that it's impossible to ignore. So, hey Blitz, assuming there will be Lego Marvel Superheroes 3, what would you want the story to be about? Well, Jeremiah Ans, that's a very good question. And again, thank you for the super chat. That's always very highly appreciated. Do not feel like you have to, but if you do, I appreciate it. So, what would I want the storyline to be? Considering that we went from something that was very traditional, kind of, hey, here's a bunch of villains teaming up in Lego Marvel Superheroes 1, to then Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 has gone kind of intergalactic and interdimensional with Kang the Conqueror essentially trying to kidnap different parts of the Marvel Universe and different timelines and smashing them all together and taking control over the entire thing. It becomes kind of tricky as to, like, what's next? Like, where do you go to next? Because Lego Marvel Superheroes 1 already did Galactus, so it's kind of tough to think of one specific storyline. But if I had to just like brainstorm here, I wouldn't mind honestly seeing maybe something with like Doctor Doom as like the main bad guy, but the problem is again that would feel like a step back. So you have to, I guess, based on just who would be kind of maybe bigger than Kang the Conqueror, like going from Galactus as the big bad guy at the end to Kang the Conqueror. The only one that kind of makes sense is probably Thanos. So as cheap of an answer as that is, you would probably have to go with Thanos as the big bad guy and maybe do like the Infinity Gauntlet type storyline where he's trying to hunt down all the different jams all around and then maybe you have to try to stop him. So that would probably be the way to go. So I don't know if that's a really exciting answer, unfortunately. It probably is kind of the most boring one that you could go with, but there you go. Did your Zelda file delete from Camilo Plays? It did not delete. What had happened was it's all my fault, by the way. I'm not like blaming anyone else, but I let other people play on the Switch because, you know, it was pretty difficult to find one. It still is to an extent. And while they were playing, I said, just make sure you do not save over my save file. And guess what happened? They did exactly that. So it got like all messed up as to where I was. My items were different. So I had to like replay a bunch of the game. So there you go. Play Bully on Fanboy Potion, like the Rockstar game. I might, because I've never actually played that game, so that might be interesting. From the Doctor Terminator show, I love that name. That's a good name. Oh, AC or a clever 73, or maybe it's Ace Lever. Whatever name that is, I apologize for messing it up, but thank you so very much for your super chat contribution. What kind of packs of DLC do you think will be in Lego Marvel? What do you want? From Soccer Boy 1102. Well, we do know that we're going to get the classic Guardians of the Galaxy DLC. That will be a part of the deluxe box or the deluxe set for Lego Marvel Superheroes DOS or 2. As far as anything else, you looked cool with the beard, Pure Man. Scarecrow. Well, thanks, man. But I will grow it back. It just got a little too much. Like when it gets too big, it just gets a little ridiculous. But back to the other DLC packs. You see, it's so tough to say because we don't know what all the characters are yet. So if I had to just pretend like, okay, let's just guess stuff, maybe a DLC pack that was focused on like Avengers Infinity War or something like that. That would be kind of cool. Uh, maybe something that was focused on class. Like to me, the way I would love to see DLC done is classic storylines. So like I would love to see, let's say, if they could do, okay, here's a really good comic book storyline, like let's say, or big comic book storyline that was really famous, like Civil War or something like that, and make that a DLC pack. So you could like download it and then you play through like 2 or 3 levels, recreating that entire comic book storyline. That's what I would love to see. So that's just my opinion, though. I'm sure that's not what we're going to get, but I would love to see that. I think that would be a lot more fun than I love getting more characters. That is awesome, but I would also love to get, along with those character packs, actually receive a storyline that goes hand in hand with them. So that's just my opinion. Oh my gosh, Jeremiah coming through again. Hey, Blitz, those are good points. I think a good storyline would be Secret War. There you go. You see, that's a perfect example. I wish I would have read that before as I was answering, because Secret Wars would be a really, really good idea as a DLC pack, or I guess it could be, since it's a big enough storyline, where you could just make Lego Marvel Superheroes 3 based on Secret Wars, which is actually a pretty nice idea. I do like that. Is there choices you have to make in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2? Yes, Anthony Cole. This is, I think, the first ever Lego game that has like branching storylines, which is really ambitious, and I hope that it's well executed. So we'll see, because that's the thing. There's a lot of stuff being added. Considering like the typical Lego formula, a lot of stuff is changing with Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 for the better, in my opinion. So we'll see how it's executed. Hopefully, it'll be really well done. Blitz, can you play Assassin's Creed Origins on your other channel? I will be playing Assassin's Creed Origins. You know what's mind-boggling? I got into this conversation with a couple of people at E3. Isn't it funny how by taking 1 year off, Assassin's Creed went from being like, oh, it's another Assassin's Creed, to like, people at the show were stoked about Assassin's Creed. Yes, don't get me wrong, it looked cool, but I do think that the partially why people thought it was so cool was because it was gone for a year. So it's just fascinating to me. Like, I would love to see maybe other big franchises do that and consider to do that, like FIFA take a year off, or Call of Duty or something like that takes a year off, and just how much of that hype will come back in the next year. A Claver or AC Lever, I'm sorry. I honestly, if you could write it next time somewhere, just so I could know the exact name. But he or she asks Cleaver 73, or maybe a Cleaver, I don't know. 73, I'm thinking of starting a gaming channel with my daughter playing Xbox Lego branded games. Any advice on how to get started? Just start. It sounds really cliche and kind of like, oh, well, thanks, genius. But I really would say the best advice is to start. Make sure you're having fun, which again sounds a little bit generic, but I would say the most important thing is if you're having fun with the game, then that's going to translate to the audience. Because if you're not, then it's just going to be kind of obvious. Like, unless if you're an incredible actor, I guess, or something like that, or actress, it would become very challenging to provide an entertaining experience, because people can usually sense that. They can detect that almost in the way you speak, right? Like, so for me, I love comic book stuff and all this, and it just happens to be that a lot of Lego games are based on those types of properties. So to me, it's like a match made in heaven, because it's like I get to see all this stuff. Just like when I was at E3 and we got to do the Warner Brothers lot tour, we saw the Batmobile, we saw Batsuit. I was like running around. I swear, I felt like I was like 3. I was freaking out, taking pictures of every Batsuit, all the Batmobiles. They actually had some of the Batmobiles pull out because they were going for the Adam West, like, not memorial, I guess, that event that they did for him with the bat signal. It was just so awesome. So I would say be passionate about what you're doing, have fun, stick with it. And if you can, this is already getting into like specific advice. What I would say is try to develop a schedule that you stick to. So like if you can only realistically make 1 video a week, then that's your schedule, but stick to it. Make sure that you have 4 videos a month at least. And let's say you say, okay, every Monday at such and such o'clock, I will upload a video. Because then you can get your audience to realize, like, okay, this is when I can expect a video from this creator on this specific day. So that's a bit more on the technical side, and I guess that's a good enough answer for now. I don't know if you were looking for something a bit more in depth, but there is obviously more specific drill down details, but I don't really want to probably bore all of you with that stuff. Next question. What's up, Blitz? What happened to Ark Survival Evolved? I really like that series. What happened? They erase all your progress once a week. That's what happened. It's ridiculous. I don't understand that concept. I don't understand how there's so many people that love the idea of, oh, look, I'm working really hard for all this stuff, and then just the whole thing is gone. It took me like 10 hours to tame a dinosaur, and then you just take it all away. It's, to me, when I put my time into something, I feel like I need to get some sort of, like, not reward, but I feel like if I read a book, right? To me, that's awesome because I've put the time in to bother to read it, and I extracted the knowledge that the person has tried to perceive or give to us. So it's not like next week suddenly it's like whoosh, they just erase all. They're like, sorry, everything you read, you got to reread again. That's essentially what's happening. So that's what happened to Survival Evolved. Wasn't a big fan of that system. So there you go. Da, 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 da. Are you behind a brick wall? No, this is just like a cardboard thing that I got from not, is it Michael's, I think? What's the name of that place? No, not Michael's. Maybe it was Michael's. What's that like? Let me just look it up. Is it Michael's? Yes, it is Michael's. Okay, so I was right. Michael's is like this place where you can buy just decorative stuff and all kinds of stuff for like making things, like if you make chains or jewelry or paint or draw or stuff like that. So they had this like really cool print work for brick. So I thought it'd be cool background. So there you go. Also, do you guys like this layout in general? Because this is something I want to work out for an upcoming podcast, is have kind of topics on one side and then have me talking here. And if I have other guests, it would be obviously separated apart. So there you go. Speak something in Russian. Как дела? I don't know why I started, as I said Russian, I already went into an accent right away. Hey Blitz, again, Jeremiah, chill out, but thanks. Again, Lol, what do you think of the Spider-Man PS4 game? Also, my IGN for video games is Agent Awesome. Do you like it? I don't know what Agent Awesome is, so I do need to look that up, possibly, in order to be able to tell you honestly. As far as Spider-Man PS4, I did not get into the demo because my trip, unfortunately, was kind of last minute, so I didn't get to book a lot of appointments, and they were showing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that was really, really cool from what I heard. What I thought of the trailer was that it looked incredible, but I was a little bit concerned about all those quick time events. Like, I hope it's not quite that prominent, because I think that would be sort of boring to just sit there and be like, oh, like, it's cool to see him do that flip, but how many different styles of flips could he do? So that's my only concern. I really want to like get my hands on it and play it, and in order to have a more constructive or full opinion of it. So that's what I would say in that regard. As far as my opinion on the rest of the stuff that they showed, I was really, really quite happy with how they executed it, because I think that was well done. And the other information that came out from E3, like from people who played the game, or not played the game, saw the demo being played right in front of them, said it looks awesome and it looks incredible. And I think, from what I understand, I'm pretty sure it earned the most Game of the Show awards than anything else. So that was really surprising. I really did not think that would be the case, but it did, so that's awesome. And then I also loved other little information, like the team confirming that he's going to have different outfits in the game and such. So very happy about that. And then of course Jeremiah comes through once again with, will I do a series of Crazy Craft again? Me and Gamer are talking about what we want to do. If Gamer is like serious about getting back into like consistently doing videos and everything, what I want to do is I want to do 2 series at once with him, because I would not mind doing, like, let's say YOLO Craft or something and Crazy Craft together, because I think that could be really fun. So we'll see. And then Agent Awesome is a name you made up. Okay, got it. Sounds good. Thanks, Jeremiah. Then we have a Cleaver who just says, just call me Art, which is a lot more helpful. So thanks. I appreciate that. Thanks for the advice. We both love them, and you were a big inspiration. We'd love to know how to record a video to upload. Okay, well, as far as like recording video, it depends on what you're going to play on. So if you're going to play on consoles, I wish I could like drag it over here, but it's a little difficult. There's a thing called an Elgato. So that's what you want to use to record console gaming, or that's what I would say is the easiest item to record console gaming with is Elgato. So it's a little capture device, capture box that allows you to do that. And no, I'm not like paid or sponsored by them. So that's just my experience. That's what I use. And that will be the case with everything I say here. You're going to need a microphone. I would suggest to get the Yeti, Blue Yeti, because that's the cheapest and best quality microphone, in my opinion. Like the best bang for your buck is that mic. And then if you're recording on PC, you're going to need a recording software on your computer. And that would be, in my opinion, what I would use is Bandicam, which I literally just clicked as I said it, to be like, oh, this is the one, even though you can't see my screen. So I would say Bandicam is another good one. So there you go. And then once you have the videos recorded, Elgato comes with its own software. Bandicam is a piece of software. You might need a video editing software, so you could use like Windows Movie Maker if you're just starting out, and then move your way up to something like maybe Cyberlink Power Director or Sony Vegas, or maybe you want to jump right into the deep end and do Adobe Premiere. So that really depends on what you want to do. What's on my hat? It's Deadpool, and then on the inside there, there it says I love chimichangas, which is sort of true because I mean I love Mexican food, but I've literally I think had chimichangas maybe once, so I wouldn't say I love them necessarily just because I've not really eaten them all that often. But the one time I ate them, they were good, so there you go. Is Battlefront 2 a game you're looking forward to? I am, and I'm also one of those people that does not say like, well, Battlefront 1 was complete crap, and I just want to play Battlefront 2. It's like, to me, Battlefront 1 was worth every penny because I loved playing that game. I put so many hours into it, I don't regret buying it. I get why people are mad, and I get why people are like, it wasn't enough value and they overcharged with the DLC and everything. I agree with all of that, but I don't think that the game was bad. So there you go. I think that it's almost like you can have those conversations separate of one another because the game is one thing, and then value and how much is it worth is a whole nother conversation, at least in my opinion. But again, that might be just something that differs from person to person. All right, so let me do a couple more questions here real quick, and then what we'll do is I'll show you guys the brand new t-shirt design. I hope you guys will like it. I'll actually promote this one because I never promote my merch, which is something that I need to do, and a lot of people always tell me, like, but you gotta promote your stuff. This is bad, blah, 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 blah. So I really, really, really do need to do a better job of that. So I'm gonna go on ahead and probably what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna, before I list the shirt, I always order at least 3 or 4 myself so that I could figure out like, okay, is the quality good, is the fabric good, and then after that I go ahead and post it there because I really would be super duper upset if I listed something and then it wasn't particularly up to snuff as far as quality is concerned, because again, I'm not making the shirts myself, so it's going through a third party, so it becomes difficult to maintain quality control. But you hope that it's of a certain quality level, so that'll be the case. B79 Kai says he's not ugly. Well, thanks. That's the weirdest backhanded compliment I think I have ever received. It's like, well, you're not that ugly. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I love it. Have I seen Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Bowser's Minions? Blitzwinger, me question, please. Ryan Kelker, I am reading your question right now, and I did see the announcement for that. It looks awesome. I think Nintendo, in my opinion, this E3, they were just like, oh yeah, yeah. They're just sitting back there like, interesting. Yeah, you have almost nothing to show. Kablam! They just dropped like everything. Mario Odyssey Insane trailer, Metroid Prime 4, the Dream Team Mario and Luigi game, or Superstar Saga, sorry. Then remake of Metroid 2, all those awesome amiibos, the ARMS characters. Like they really, really just went all out, which was awesome. I really, really loved that. How was it playing on stage? Conrad Lecroy? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, or maybe it's Lesroy. The first day I was a little nervous, and there was other things that contributed to the way that went. But the second day, I'm very happy with the way that went. I really wanted to do a better job. I was mad at myself for how I did on the first day. But I'm kind of over it as well because it's like you live and learn, and I'll have another opportunity hopefully in the future to be able to do something, and I'll be able to do a better job. So there you go. What's your favorite Lego game character? Ooh, that's tough, man. I really have to think about that one a lot more, so I apologize that I can't answer it right now. Am I gonna get Friday the 13th? What is that? Like there's a game coming? Oh yeah, there is a game. Is that coming out on Friday the 13th? It better, right? Game. Let's see. When is that coming out? Oh, oh, this is awkward. It's already out. Okay. I'm not sure. I remember seeing some gameplay for that and it looked kind of fun. It was kind of like that game that I played. What was the name of that game? Also like a horror game that myself, Narus, and Gamer, and I think maybe Isaac played with us as well. The three of us played it. Trying to see. Maybe I remember the name of it. Let me look at my Steam. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? If you guys can help me in chat, that would be Dying Light. No, not Dying. Was it Dying Light? No, not Dying Light. Dying Light was the zombie game. What's the name of that game, man? Dead by Daylight. Yes, that's what it was. Right? Yeah. That's what it was. There you go. Thank you. So yeah, it kind of looks like that game. So that's what I would say kind of appealed to me. I was like, that's interesting. But if I were to play it, of course, that would be on the Fanboy Potion channel. So again, remember, for those people who constantly ask me stuff like, hey, play GTA or play this or play a mature game, it will not be on the Blitzwinger channel. If there's any games like that that you want to see me play, you want to be subscribed to the Fanboy Potion channel. So there you go. Gutierrez, you looked tense on stage. I wasn't really tense. Well, I think at the beginning I was just nervous a little. And it's just in terms of like, I'm not the host and I'm not the game representative. So I felt like I was like in a weird spot of where I was like, okay, I'll just let the conversation guide along and then insert my 2 cents every now and again. So it becomes a little tricky in terms of like, depending on my role, like had I been there to be like, okay, if they told me like, hey, Blitz, we want you to host or we want you to talk about why this character is awesome, that's a lot easier for me because I can then say, okay, that's my point of being up there is to do that. So that's all. But I don't want to get into it more than that. I think all it comes down to is, like I said, I should have done a better job on that first day, and there you go. Miguel Boggs says, I graduated, Blitz. Well, congrats, my friend. That is a very cool achievement, and super duper proud of you. Good job. Please answer, are you going to get Dragon Ball Z Fighters with the Z at the end? Yes. That game will blow everyone's mind. I lined up to play that game. I had to line up for a lot of games because, again, I didn't book the appointments. So that was kind of annoying having to stand in line for so long. But I lined up for that game just thinking like I love Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z to be specific, and I wanted to try it out. And I'm not gonna lie, looking at it from like even people playing in front of me, I was like, this is not really like I don't think this will be that great. And then when I played it, it was just like just mind blown. It is so much fun. I don't know how they managed to pull it off, but essentially the fighting while you're fighting is like 60 frames per second, I'm pretty sure. But then when you're not fighting, like when there's like stuff happening, like kind of animation or like little nuanced moments like that, it's 24 frames per second. So it looks like the anime. It is amazing. It is so much fun. I cannot wait to play that. It is going to be hopefully fantastic. Abdullah Ahmad says, Blitz, you're my idol, and will you please bring back custom dinos? I might bring back not just custom dinos, but some other custom stuff as well. We might do it as like a whole big special thing. So there you go. When can you please do LEGO Dimensions Battle Arena Objective Mode and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with friends too, please? Justin Scamdal, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But Mario Kart was this past week, 2 episodes of the 200cc stuff, so you can check that out. If you want to see multiplayer Mario Kart stuff, that's going to take some time because I need to get Gamer to record and line up those schedules and blah, 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 blah. So that would be a little bit more difficult, but I really would like to do that as well. And then the first question of that part, the first question of that part, that made sense. The first part of that previous question was, come on, brain, do not disappoint me here. Come on. You said, when will you be able to bring something back? I'm sorry, dude. Honestly, I apologize. I blanked out on what was the first part. What happened to the Lego Batman movie set reviews? I will be. They'll be back. That's all I'm saying. I've been watching you since Lego Batman 2. Thanks, Jason Luna. I appreciate that a ton. Can you do Quamp Quest? Yeah, I can talk. This is clearly the moment where I should probably take a sip of water. Yeah, look at that. Representing Canada. Camp Quest might be the next series we do. What we're trying to do is right now with gamers decide what do we do once Blitz Village hits episode 30? Do we continue and go into another season and continue that? Or do we go ahead and start Camp Quest season 2 or Crazy Craft season 1 or something like that? So that will be the kind of decision-making process. So I can't tell you right now which is going to be back, but I would really love to bring 2 of them back if possible. So that's the plan. Usman Mohammed says, how did you meet Gamer? Our families were friends for like way back when, just when I came to Canada. So that was the process. Will I be doing more Q&A on your Blitzwinger channel? Maybe. I'm not a big fan of doing Q&A. Like, it's okay. Let me re-clarify that. I enjoy doing Q&A live, but I also feel like then the videos get really long, which is sometimes quite boring. So if I were to do Q&As, I might do them kind of like as a weekly thing where I will, let's say, take questions from like Twitter or Instagram or something like that, and then I will answer them in like an edited format where I will record, let's say, 10 to 15 minutes of footage, and I will explain what I think of the actual game or question. Why did I say game? I'm reading. What I have to stop doing, this is the thing. It's like, it's so frustrating because when you have a face cam, like when I'm playing the game or playing a game while streaming, it's a lot easier because I just focus on the game and then every now and then I'll glance over and read a question. But this is me giving you a little bit of insight here into what's going on, I guess, with my mind as I'm doing this. But when I'm doing a face cam, I'm constantly looking at chat. So as I'm looking at chat, I am answering a question, but I'm already reading someone else's comments, trying to pick out maybe the next one while the chat is like flying by. So sometimes that's what happens. I'll like read a question and it already like messes up my speaking for the existing question. So my apologies. Dark Angle says, are you going Horizon? If you mean I'm going to play Horizon, yes, I will. And that will be on my Fanboy Potion channel. Richard Lai, how old are you? I am 24. So, whew, with that all out of the way, I think we'll wrap up the Q&A part here, guys. So what I'll do is I will show you guys right now, boom, the brand new t-shirt design. This is a little bit of a preview here. So what do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think? You guys want to see more of this? I don't know. Do you guys want to see more of this t-shirt? Type 1 in the chat right now. I want to see everybody type 1 in the chat. Come on. Type 1 if you guys want to see this brand new t-shirt design. What is E3? E3 is the Electronic Entertainment Expo, I believe is what it stands for. And it's the place where most big games, traditionally speaking, get announced. So, okay, so I think there's a pretty big demand to see the whole design. But I think it looks pretty cool. I'm very happy with the design. I think it looks awesome. There's going to be another design that comes to the store, to the merch store, the same time as this one. What I might do with either this design or that one, I haven't decided which one, is I might make them timed. So like they will only be available for 3 or 4 months or something like that, and then we'll remove them off the store. Because from what I understand, that's like better cyclically, like to be like, okay, so it's not really boring to have the exact same t-shirts and designs. So that might be the way to go. All right, so let me show you guys the actual full design. Since you guys typed 1, I'll make it a little bit smaller so you could see the entire thing, and bada beam, bada boom, there it is. So of course, as you know, I wrap up, I think like 90, probably 5% of all my videos ever end with, and I'll see you later's alligator. So later gator is going to be our Very cool next t-shirts. So I hope you guys like the way that that looks. If you do, please let me know in the chat because that would be very highly appreciated. If you think it's bad, then that's okay too. But I really like it. I think it looks really sweet. I really love the way it turned out. It has a lot of cool color to it and saturation. So I can't wait to get that on a t-shirt to see how it looks on a t-shirt. Once I know how it looks, I'll let you guys know and make it available so you guys can buy it as well if you choose to do so. So there you go. That is the brand new design right there. Bam, later gator, and I think it looks cool. So there you go. All right, so dab, no. So there you go. Ooh, okay, people love it. That's awesome. Very cool. I want the shirt now, Blitz. Kid Flash, I will promise you, I know you're super fast, but I will really, 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 really try to do my best to make that available as soon as possible. Again, like I said, I don't mind making it available like right now. It's just that I don't want to, not because I'm like, I want to be all smug about this. It's just because I want to first buy a few myself, and I want to buy like one in one size, one in another size, one in another size, so that I can see a certain consistency of the way that the printing is done. So there you go. Once I know it's good, then I'll make it available so you guys can go ahead and buy it. But I really do appreciate each and every single one of you who says that. In fact, I had someone tweet me while I was at E3. It was like, that was like, it made my day. He tweeted me saying like, hey dude, check it out. I bought your t-shirt. That was so cool. And anytime, by the way, if you guys ever buy a t-shirt, and if you have the chance to take a picture and just send it to me, whether it be through Twitter or Instagram, which by the way, I'm not very active on Instagram. I need to get better at that, and I will get better at that. But I do have an Instagram now, and it's called The Real Blitzwinger. So on Twitter, it's just Blitzwinger. On YouTube, it's just Blitzwinger. And then on Instagram, it's The Real Blitzwinger, because Blitzwinger was already taken. So there you go. Miguel Boggs asked, did you graduate at Blitz? Yes, I graduated from both university with a dual degree and also from high school, of course. So there you go. All right. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Special thanks, of course, also goes out to all of our Super Chat contributors for today, such as Unlimited Magic, who was an absolute beast with the first one, Jeremiah Ans, and Art, Art, or the person who said they want to be known as Art. So there you go. Thank you so very much for doing that. You guys are awesome. Do you make shirts for ages 10 and up? Yeah, of course. There is, like, you can buy, when you go to the Spreadshirt site, it's the stuff that is there right now. I believe it's females, males, and then kids size. Like, I think that's what they do. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. I'll tell you for sure. Yeah, women's, men's, and kids. That's the 3 category types. And you can get different t-shirts in different styles. And you can get a Blitzwinger mug as well. So that's kind of cool. But there you go. Thanks all for watching. A complete sellout there at the end, clearly. You guys are all awesome. Seriously, cannot thank you guys enough for being here. I really wanted to at first maybe do a vlog, but then I thought it'd be a lot more fun if we just did it live and had a bunch of fun just going back and forth that way. Ralph Michelot, I had a great day. I hope you have a great day. And you guys have an awesome day. I will see you guys next time as we will be doing... What's the next live stream that I wanted to do? Oh, yeah. Something very cool. So you guys will see that as well. One more time. Boom. There's the new shirt. Looks super duper neat. I love the way that that thing looks. It's very, very awesome and cannot wait to see how it turns out on t-shirts. So yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.